Hello, and welcome back to Control. Today we are going through the Foundation, both the DLC and the area beneath the oldest house. Um, we finished the episode with a rather big discovery that the service weapon and the board are not something that was the part of the bureau since the foundation of the organization. It's something that's been present for the last 3 directors. So Jesse, Trench, and Northmoor. And I really hope to get some light onto the nature of the board or the weapon. Repair the nail/link to prevent astral consumption/collision. This is the director's duty/plot. Authorized for a single new tool/upgrade. Use it to save the foundation/us/bureau. Okay. Left/self or right/weapon.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Well, I choose the abilities. And this one? No. I'm team abilities. We're tweaking/cultivating the abilities/you. Minerals/roots/barnacles grow. Use the new upgrade self to shape inflate. First director to receive earn this. You should feel honored/handled. Why, thank you. Certain crystal formation crumble after being shaped. Dismantle, loosen the 4 locks, keys, MacGuffins. Locate in the fringe nowhere of the Astral Plane. Keys are present in Foundation. Where do I go from here? Because I cannot reach quite this place. So I am rather confused. No. Okay. Oh. That's the thing I can do now. So it's more like activating the traps when enemies step on them. Okay. Crystals can be shaped while levitating to create platforms. That I kinda learned. What are we doing over here? Oh, that's it.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple.
Right?
Ish. You
Ish.
with me?
So far so good, yeah. Let's check hotline on rituals. Locks, keys, keep socket as here, trapped, hooked, hidden, fed. The old, young, extra life. With the director's help. Situation/information is subject to change. I like the fed part, that's completely not ominous. Any chance, this ability that I got, can I do something with it? Not that I can see. Okay. I can improve this one though. Now my launch ability is maxed out. The warehouse is somewhere here. What? Oh, I see it now. I also see the thing, yeah. Have a question. Somewhere not really far, there has been a thing. Yeah, that leads me to the cave bleed. I don't need to go there. So that's base camp and warehouse. Okay, so I was just thinking about these boxes that I was unable to reach previously. Maybe now with this thing, it's something that can be done with well, something like ease. Warehouse, you say? Oh, what do you store in the warehouse? Tell me. Warehouse path. Oh, I don't see anything up here. Nothing here as well. Melee. You give me a hint for a melee now? Seriously? And I can also do this. Complete the ritual. In the warehouse. Sure. Okay. Now, do we have enemies here? Feels like we should have somebody. It's a big open area, somewhat reminds me of a quarry. And you're trying to tell me that there is like nobody here? What the? Personal mods, full. Well, let's clear them. Explosive energy recovery. Energy recovery on taking explosive damage. Energy gain from taking melee damage. This new type of enemies that are way more dangerous. They really approach wiping me out so fast. On the history of the oldest house. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etching below me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime as I've theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwarzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those I discovered a single relevant line. And there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. That line, taking with the fact that certain American cultures believed some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, Yag's Imix Che. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? If anything, I think the chosen champion would be a director. Weapon mod? Yeah. Well, crap. Don't touch. Okay. Since you ask nicely. So there is a TV but no threshold kits. Pyramidic Geometry. I've been going through my library researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board as Northmoor says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. In esotericism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts: past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational/divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal/human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine. Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now, and we're well past that silliness. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were. The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly, so does the board.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Are you gonna show it to me? You are not gonna show it to me. How dare you? And I cannot get over here? Oh, that answers it. Explode boy. What do we have over on this side? Ah, another building. Shall I just name it structure?
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
Could this ID card be used?
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
No, neither of them can be used over here.
"28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmoor insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmoor found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the Crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions.
Control
That's the
points?
idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
We're going up or down?
It's working. It won't go any higher. I wonder if I can charge it up somehow.
Power core storage. Ah, that checks out. And only one power core is actually charged or anything. Do you even charge them, or is supposed to work differently? Where is the button? Tunnel access. Oh, there was a 4 in the middle, if not 2 of them.
Entry day plus...
Pyramids.
Entry day plus 51. Northmoor has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes and frequently mentioning a pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection, but I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmoor says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
I am curious about something. Can you please take me back to the warehouse entrance? First, let me restore my health, because I am not comfortable running around with only half my health. Second, can I explore this side of this pillar? Because this was the place where I got attacked, right? So... So this is one of the floors that we just skipped on the elevator. And another
Another
page.
one of those ID cards. Security chief.
Meteor Hill summary. Per Archival Mandate 8.a, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. This paradimensional occurrence consisted of 3 sequential sinkholes induced by subterranean implosions revealing foreign material of magmatic qualities. A local chapter of the Youth Science League were participating in an archaeological dig on the hill when the event occurred. Many boys were injured in the resulting collapse. Some touched the magma directly. Bureau agents arrived at the scene 7 days after the incident. Samples of the lava-like material were taken. The area was quickly sealed off from the public at our recommendation. Our aim was to ensure all remnants of the material were rendered inoffensive, but the magma descended too deeply into the earth to retrieve. Foul-smelling odors were detected in the area, which were hypothesized being the dissipated element's vapor trail left at the scene. All acquired material was delivered to Washington for examination in the Bureau's on-site laboratories. onto your fast elevator. There is yet another 4. There are 2 4s. Oh gosh darn it. Two 4s that I have no access to at the moment. I mean, probably I can find them, of course. What in the world? Okay, I'm still just somewhere in the area around the warehouse. Is this giant pillar a warehouse? Well, I mean, I saw the power core storage, so one can only assume that yes, this is the warehouse itself. Don't drop the stones, please. Of course you will drop the stones. Stones were nice. And you just dropped them. Yeah, right, I can just now throw stuff like forklifts around. No, no, no. Almost got them in time. Almost. Oh well. Alrighty then.
That damn gun. Faye. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
Only one way to find out how good I am. Plus with your help you can actually safeguard me if I fail, right? But then again, it's 2 jobs, it's babysitting and doing something else. So yeah. Meteor Hill supplement. Okay, the retrieved material was subjected to Fellstrom's array configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the experiment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims at Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered they were screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately. Deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations: confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility to receive help away from society. Do you think I can reach over there? Or maybe this path will just take me there. Plain and simple. Through this control point with nice rocks again. Damn it. Somebody arranged these rocks. Okay, so far so good. They give me a lot of materials and mods here. Like a lot. That's one of the exploited things. Yep. And that's the thing that I saw over there. Alright. We keep on pushing then. We need to figure out what is the ritual in the warehouse and complete it. How do I destroy this one? Huh. Or maybe like this. Okay. No readable, right? Okay. Upper warehouse. I don't like it at all. Oh, there is a lot of his notes. Are we just gonna roll with it? Are we not gonna clean the elevator shaft? Do we deem it okay as a director? Okay, I guess. And that's the tree. Once
Another
again.
etching, like the one I used to get in here.
That's quite a deep pit, I must say. Well, let's check this thing out. Where do you bring me? What the heck? Right, I can... wait a second. This is it? So the flying screamy his thing is... I don't like them. They are kinda a pain in the butt. Vox Ancient Reason Abalone. Former.
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
Wait, what was that? No, what's that sphere? I gotta restore it, right? Okay. Well done, seasoned. Only 3 keys tethers remain. Our nail is rebuilding, loosening.
Just doing my job.
Maybe we get even more interaction with the former.
Director Faden's got this covered.
That would be insanely cool. Still no news on the pit? Do you think I can just like kinda... I'm not gonna YOLO it. I don't like it. I don't like this approach. Simple as that. And now no his nodes on the way. Okay. Yeah, so now back to the Crossroads and from there to the base camp. Have I been there? Crossroads, you see. Let me first check in with the control point, and then we'll go this way. Abilities 10. No idea what to do with them yet, so I'll just bank them. Maybe it was another DLC where I thought I am supposed to get a new ability. Explodey boy. Well, it doesn't really lead me to the crossroad now, does it? Wait, what's that?
This is the director. I need a ranger at this location immediately.
Let's do this!
I could do that? Unbelievable. Oh, that was intense. But no death. So that's the important stuff that counts. I am, however, concerned about my health pool. Since I have removed personal mode that gives me a little bit more. Can I quickly get back to Emily just to check up on the ID badges? And then we'll pop back to the Crossroads and go to the base camp.
Welcome back, Jesse. I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful. You were right to shut it down. Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon. Yes, ma'am, Director Faden. Please, Emily. Not even as a joke. Hi, Jesse.
Really,
Well, I've got a bureau to run.
I cannot talk with you
See
about
you
that?
soon. Yes, ma'am, Director Faden. Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
Yeah, I found a file on the old director, Northmoor. Didn't list any date of death. Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
I believe it's temporary though.
I'll see you later.
You know where I'll be.
But with the personal loss, you never know. Okay, there is nothing. So back to Crossroads we go. Upgrade the shield to unleash it in a powerful blast that will stagger some enemies. I'm not sure how powerful it actually is. I expect the shield to be way more powerful, but it simply is not. I can't, however, ram into them now. Oh, wow, that explains it. You are just in two places. Okay.
Emily, how did she get down here? What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
No.
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in.
See that?
Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The Astral Plane is
colliding with our world. I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the Astral Plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the Astral Plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I'd put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Even survivors die.
I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
ID cards.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. But keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
How many did I find?
All the tests I run on the nail keep coming back as nonsense, and a couple of my instruments have already broken.
Maybe we should take that as a sign to pack it in?
I didn't take you for a quitter, Dr. Zaba. There's a reason I packed a black rock-plated microscope.
I found only 4, you say? Damn. Please tell me that I just missed something obvious in one of the buildings. That would make me the happiest person alive, because that would mean that or maybe something behind the building, some cheeky hidden access card. Really don't want to go through the entirety of the warehouse looking for it. Though it certainly feels like a possibility that I must take into consideration. Oh, tell me that's 5.
This ID card was for an excavation engineer.
Yes!
Why did so many people abandon their cards down here?
I don't know which goes where. Maybe it doesn't
The
matter.
layer of dust on this place, nobody's swept here in years. Not even Ati. No way he'd stand for this. There's an elevator, which I'm sure is super safe, and a space in each terminal for an ID card. But which card goes where?
Oh, wait a minute. You could try to figure it out by the stuff on the... Wait, where did I... Request denied. Dr. Ash, as Chief Excavation Officer, it's my job to support the research team, so I got your machine for that ridiculous sand research project. However, it's also my responsibility to ensure the safety of my crew. Do you know how many trips it took to get an entire bulldozer down here piece by piece? And do you know how many of my guys were lost on those trips? Here's a hint. Too many. Which brings me to my point. I'm writing you today because of this request from that just landed on my desk. Apparently you want a lightweight one, or 2-man military-grade helicopter for the purpose of surveying the vast expanse of columns by air. I bet you didn't even stop to wonder how much time, money, effort, and blood this toy would cost us. Well, no sir, I am sorry, but I will not subject my men to another month of marching through that death trap upstairs. For Christ's sake, these people have families, and not that they ever get to see them anymore. Request denied. Lewis McNary. Helicopter. You wanna shove a helicopter in here? I would presume that this is a chief excavation engineer, but I'm just wondering where I left another card. Here? Yeah. So, wait a moment. Well, I see maps, so let's assume that this is Marcus Talbot, right? This might be Chief Excavation Engineer, simply because that's where I found the writing. Now, this is a lot of like typing stuff, so, and documents, so it might be head of research or elite physicist. So wait a second. We also have documents here, some instruments, and first aid cabinet. So perhaps this would be the physicist, right? Anyway, this would be the security chief, because of the gun. I'm not entirely sure what's the difference between the lead physicist and head of research. So let's put this here and this
It
there.
worked.
Yeah.
Now I just have to get on a rickety elevator that goes who knows how far down.
Jesse. Again, only one way to find out.
Dust. Still, this lab's way tidier than any of Darling's.
It is a rather tidy lab, I'll give it that. I can rotate some valve. Not sure for what particular purpose that would be done. Do I have some mods that's... Yeah, I have too many personal mods. Yeah, melee energy renewal. And those are just rocks in these glass containers for whatever reason. So obviously there is a big ominous door. Feels like this is where I'm supposed to go, but what about this valve over here? And nobody tells me anything about it? Why did I do this? I have no idea.
Why would they need such a heavy door down here?
Damn it. Okay, Mr. Gibbs.
This looks like the nail, only mini.
And the eyes on the walls. Okay, we read about this cavern.
A document. Is this in some kind of code? Can't read a word of it. I should take this back to Emily and tell her I got into Ash's secret lab.
Final warning. to Dr. Theodore Ashe, Jr. As Director of the Federal Bureau of Control and chosen representative/liaison/benefactor of the greater authority of the Board, I demand your immediate withdrawal from the Foundation. Prior memos issued broadly to Foundation staff called for swift reassignment of all personnel to the upper levels of the House. All staff complied except you. This demonstrates a lack of respect for my office and the Board itself. This is their house and we are their guests. We should conduct ourselves accordingly. Normally, such insubordination would be grounds for dismissal, but out of respect for your late father, consider this instead my final warning. The Board and Director Ashe chose me as successor to the office, and no amount of petulance will change that. Indeed, your actions seem to suggest you know better than myself, and by extension better than the Board. Permit me to assure you that this is not possible. Sincerely, Director Broderick Northmoor. Okay. One of the many mysteries then. Let's take the notes back to Emily. And we'll probably call it a day. I know it's not too far, but I guess I'm lazy to walk. Now then. Emily?
Oh, hello, Director.
Where is security? Okay, yeah, there are some ranges here and there. Okay.
I found Ash's secret lab.
Excellent. Please tell me everything. Spare no details.
Well, there was another cave. The walls were covered in paintings of eyeballs. The research seemed dedicated to studying a kinda smaller version of the nail. It looked like the same material as the one up here, but just a different shape.
Well, are you sure you didn't see any functioning prototypes? Or at least some schematics? I mean, Dr. Ashe was a very accomplished engineer.
None. Sorry. I did find this handwritten note.
Wow. Ashe had terrible handwriting. Never meet your heroes, right? So it looks like a transcribed conversation between Ashe and someone named F.
Former?
Ooh. Oh, this is juicy. This'll take me days to parse out. Maybe weeks.
Have you ever thought about taking a vacation, Emily?
Are you kidding? This is my vacation, Jesse.
One can only dream about being as dedicated and happy, maybe, with their life and their occupation as Emily.
The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The Astral Plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it. So let me get this straight. The Astral Plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the Astral Plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor. I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
Do we have any maybe new notes around the place?
Don't be a stranger.
Since the research team moved in, maybe we have more Emily's notes? I don't think so. But anyway, I have plenty of abilities. I probably need to invest in some of them. Next time though. For now, we're wrapping it. We're calling it an episode. It was a nice one. We completely, as it feels, done. We are completely done with the warehouse. Found even the secret web. Mini nail. Exciting. I don't understand anything. Wonder who is that F that Ash was having a conversation with. The only F that pops into my mind is former. I wonder if it presented itself in the similar way to Ash as it did to me. I hope we get some answers, and I am excited to get going with base camp in the next episode. But as I said, for now, we're taking a break. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.